Thank you, Mr. President. Today I speak about the Millennium Development Goals because today, the 20th of September, heeding the urgent call of the United Nations Secretary General, world leaders convene an important summit in New York to review the progress of countries on the collective commitment of nations for human development under the Millennium Declaration of year 2000, that is, the achievement of the Millennium Development Goals by the year 2015. The MDGs represent human needs and basic rights that every individual around the world should be able to enjoy. Freedom from extreme poverty and hunger, right to quality education, the right to productive and decent employment, the right to good health and shelter, the right of women to give birth without risking their lives in a world where environmental sustainability is a priority, and where women and men live in equality. To achieve these universal objectives, the MDGs require a wide-ranging global partnership for development. With only 5 years left until the 2015 deadline to achieve the MDGs, we ask ourselves, as responsible leaders of our land and as elected representatives of our people, how far have we gone as a nation in realizing the aspirations of the MDGs? Are we making headway, or are we failing in our development strategies and interventions? Are we steadfast in our commitment, or are we reneging on our promise to the Filipino people, especially the poor and the underprivileged? Globally, as the United Nations Secretary General has initially reported, improvements in the lives of the poor have been unacceptably slow, and some hard-won gains are being eroded by crisis related to climate, food, and the economy. As world leaders focus their attention to the successes and gaps and the course of future action, we as legislators have the moral responsibility to oversee government action and national progress and investments towards achieving the MDGs. The goal number 1, eradicating extreme poverty and hunger. The target when it comes to poverty and hunger is to have, by 2015, the proportion of people earning less than the poverty threshold and those that suffer from hunger. With the rising food and fuel prices, slow income growth, the recent global financial crisis, the El Niño phenomenon, the unprecedented damage caused by calamities like Ondoy and Tepeng, how are we going to win the war on poverty and hunger? Second, achieving universal primary education. In education, the target is to ensure that by 2015, boys and girls alike will be able to complete a full course of primary schooling. However, from 90.1% in school year 2001 to 2002, the participation rate or net enrollment rate in elementary education declined to 83.2% in 2006 to 2007, the lowest over the last 2 decades. Although the downward pattern started to reverse by school year 2007 to 2008 at 84.8%, the rate of progress is minimal and would not be enough to achieve the 100% target by 2015. Do we have the capability to create a big turnaround in 5 years? The third, promoting gender equality and empowering women. The country's target as to gender equality is to eliminate gender disparity in all levels of education by 2015. The report reveals that the gender gap appears to be in favor of girls as far as participation in basic education is concerned. There is a high probability of reaching this goal by 2015, but still we must ask the question, how do we address the underlying factors that contribute to lower participation and completion rates among boys in the school system? The fourth is reducing child mortality. The country's target pertaining to child mortality is to reduce by 2/3 by 2015 the mortality rate for children under 5 years old. Although the country has been successful in significantly reducing child mortality from 57 deaths per 1,000 live births in 1990 to 25 deaths per 1,000 live births in 2008. How do we ensure that these achievements are not threatened by factors like the spreading of disease and increasing the frequency of calamities? The fifth is improving maternal health and access to reproductive health services.